Hello beer fans, welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews. Another beer from Brew York tonight. This is Time Travelling Taxi. It's a Hazy IPA coming at 5% ABV. This will be interesting for a number of reasons. I tried their Kona yesterday and I quite liked that one, even though it was a lower ABV, so a lighter pale ale. That was really nice. But this is a supermarket Hazy IPA, which not that long ago I actually complained about when I had the Northern Monk one, that they're all starting to taste the same. So it's going to be interesting to see what this one tastes like and see if this is same or whether this is different. It says they're full of punchy hops and refreshing zesty citrus. So we shall see. We'll get into a glass, see what it's like. So I've gone off these hazy supermarket hazy IPAs because they just tend to be quite light and quite samey. Yeah, I've just noticed that has so that's a can of. I'm gonna have to explore this one. That is a can, but that's a label stuck over the top of the actual can. But looking at that, it was says at the top there, a time travelling taxi. So I don't know why they put a label over the can for the same product. Ooh, and I could point it off if I wanted to look. I'm gonna have a look at that when this is finished. I don't think that makes a good video, peeling labels off cans. So try that a little bit. Right, so being a can, it has poured hazy. It's hazier, looks hazier than that Northern Monk one, probably just. I'd call that a golden colour, pale straw colour, whatever you want to call it. I've said before, I just don't know I can tell hops, I can sometimes pick out some malts, but you know what, I can't tell the colour of a beer. And a lovely, bright, creamy white head. Looks good. Let's have a snifter, shall we? Does taste a little bit different. Taste doesn't even taste it, does it? It does smell a little bit different. Pick this up in Morrison's. It's a new bid in my local Morrison's. It smells quite juicy. It is a bit light, but it smells juicy. It smells really citrusy, really and zesty. It's actually making my mouth water. So it's a real fresh, zesty citrus aroma. It's promising. Right, let's taste it. Cheers, everybody. And it's different. That is nice. Packed full of flavour. It's juicy, it's fruity, it's very hoppy. Flavour wise, relatively simple actually. There's a nice bit of a citrus flavour coming in there, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime, a little bit of grapefruit in there, a little bit of orange maybe as well, and a really gentle pineness in there as well, which makes it quite nice. Just a real gentle pineness to it. But the flavours are quite, the flavours are quite punchy. I don't know if part of the difference is, I know at Brew York, I know the guys at the top are close to the brewing process. It's how it started out and it's how they remain today. If you look at people like Brewdog, James Watt doesn't get involved. I think he said this year he wants to get more involved with the brewing process, but he's been so far away from the brewing process. I think he's lost sight of what a good beer is and how they're brewing them. And I don't know if I don't want to point the finger, but people like Northern Monk, I don't know if the guys at the top, I don't know if they deal with the business or deal with the brewing. If you start off a business as a brewer, then surely you should keep that. You're the brewer. It's your own personal thing, and I don't think often you can hand that off to somebody else. I think you've still got to stay in touch with it. Like I say, from my understanding, I think the guys at Brew do that. They keep in touch with it. They come up with ideas. You know, they do the tasting. You know, they decide when the beer's ready. I think a lot of other bigger brewers, I don't think they have any knowledge of what's going on in the brewery at all. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologise, but it seems that way. These brewers that stick to what they do, which is brewing beer, run the business, absolutely, and deal with all the business stuff, but understand what's being brewed. The beers are so much better. So much better. It's just really... It's almost a comforting beer. It is quite fresh tasting. It's juicy. I think I've said that a few times now. Lovely mouthfeel, really smooth, and then a nice mild bitterness at the back end. That is a lovely brew. Yeah, quite like that. Score for that. I want to score that 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 for Andy's beer reviews. Did mean to say that I think this was at one time, whilst I'm talking, I'll actually try and peel this off. I think this was another beer. I think their time travelling taxi, I think, was a double dry hopped IPA. Now I think what the guys at Brew York have done, I keep thinking Brewdog. I'm scared I'm going to say the word Brewdog, so I do apologise. I think what the guys at Brew York have done is, I think they've changed the way to do some of the brewing. So I think they're bringing in better hops, better malts. I think there's different yeast in there as well. There you go, there's the evidence as well. So actually underneath that is their old candies, that can style it. Underneath it is a double dry hopped pale ale. But yeah, still 5.4%. So that's what was underneath it. Interesting. I'm just doing a quick check. Yes, so they have changed the way to do things, like I said. So it was. So the new beer is Idaho 7 Citra. The old beer is CCZ Citra Laurel. So different hops, but they get. So I think they have gone on this kind of journey to try and improve their beers without changing the beers too much, if that kind of makes sense. And you know what? That kind of works for me. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Nice beer. You see this, definitely pick it up in Tesco's. Well worth it. Thanks for joining today. Sorry, it went a bit weird though, I think, taking the label off. Thanks for joining today. Really appreciate it. Until next time, enjoy your beers. Cheers.